underrating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he stopped immediately there. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Well, make that now 2 completions. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Bridgewater. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And Marquise Brown is definitely a guy who can take the top off of a defense and make the big catches downfield. Also known as Hollywood. Now in his 3rd season from Oklahoma. Wants to make more catches like the one we just saw there. The routine variety.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Flush to his right. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Now Gordon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. From the gun, Bridgewater. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that, it might not be too long till we say he's one of the top 5 tight ends in football. When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. That's back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, Gordon once more. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Mike 3! Mike 3! Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Runs over it. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Bridgewater now. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Bridgewater on first down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater into the hands of Patrick left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott, and the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Room past the 20, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And it's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. This is Gordon on the dump off. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fant. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 70 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First down, Bridgewater. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Bridgewater going to try and run it.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Gordon able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Bridgewater rolling to his right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The return is Duvernay. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Now left side on the swing pass. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flush to his right. And
that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
from the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go, it's Jackson on 4th down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing, Bridgewater.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Broken tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Jackson.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing, Jackson.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jackson to throw.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 26. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Now Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Jackson. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Baltimore, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.
Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.